Okay, closing argument. Okay, so after receiving the item from Himiko, the culprit. Oh, so the crossbow. So, okay, what are my? He's on inside the hangar. Only antidote. Trail of blood. Hit the exisal. Okay, so who did Monkey hit with the electric hammer? Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? I don't think we have. What opened the shutter and got inside the hangar? Okay. Who was hit by the first arrow when Monkey? Who was hit by the second arrow Monkey fired? What did Kokichi take from the culprit? Antidote. After Maki left, what weapon did Kokichi take out? The electric bomb, right? Yeah. Interesting. I like how they kind of like pace it out just so that like you use all the things and then unlock the next things. The blood. Culprit leaving the bathroom. Why was Kokichi dragged along the ground? Right? Assembled the crossbow, said it's earlier. Drink the antidote, so that would be a little culprit in the press. Ichi in the press. Okay, so wait. What evidence did the culprit leave in the bathroom? Just put first the hydraulic press. Culprit, and then Kokichi was put next. And the last thing is, where was the culprit flushed in the toilet? So we don't have that one yet, so go back. The antidote. Okay, we have that one. What's the other one we have? Assembled the crossbow. So that's going to be much better. That's the first one, actually. And now we have the rest of them. Kokichi. That was the arm. Who's hit by the first arrow Monkey fired? That was Kokichi's back. Oh yeah, because Kaicho shot the arm, then Monkey shot the back. Okay, the second arrow. Evidence left behind. Oh no. Oh yeah. Flush. Okay. Arrows.
This is the truth of the case! Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight.
It's kind of silly that the culprit is just wearing Kaicho's coat. That they just put it on the blue guy.
Yeah, it's just like
kind of funny. Well, and the only reason they did it is because it's going to come off later, but...
Oh, yeah. But still, it's kind of like, you're supposed to make it mysterious.
Yeah.
Some time passed,
it's kind of funny.
And Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an exisal and climbed inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strike-9 poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The Strike-9 poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar. So she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow. But it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the Strike 9 poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see.
That has got to be fucking scary. Even if you really think it's gonna work out, like holy crap!
I know. Like there's just so much that could go wrong.
Function would have
like what if it doesn't work? What if Kokichi just passes out at the controls?
I know.
What if he's tricking you?
The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation.
I just can't believe
He wanted to win
Kokichi
the
would
killing game, even if it meant dying himself.
What was that?
I just can't believe Kokichi would just be like, yeah, sure, kill me instead. Like,
well, Kokichi was gonna die regardless. He didn't drink the
I
antidote,
know.
But
I guess, but
yeah. But I mean, it's like the same thing as with Nagito. It's like his life just isn't as important as his ambitions.
I guess
He's
so.
just that fucking crazy.
Ugh. I can't believe this was his redemption.
I guess you could call it that.
Yeah.
And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick. The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Really? Is it really Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, my detective work was flawless. It's the truth. I'm sure that Kaito is inside that exisal. So why is Kaito still fighting me? Is this about Monokuma? Or is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
But then but the reason why we even got here is to explain things that didn't make sense with that assumption.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma. What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
Ruin? I see. So that's your objective. You mean to ruin the killing game itself. That's why Kaito has been so stubborn all this time. But what does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How can you ruin something like that? What would be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Okay, so I guess the other voting didn't
Yeah,
count?
I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic. It's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito, not as a detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
One last conversation?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
Okay, let's see.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
Kaito is trying to ruin the game. That's why he's hiding the truth. I don't know exactly why, but he's putting his life on the line for it. To put my faith in him, this is the only way. Everything that we've determined up to now, what if I turned it all on its head? Yes, I need to lie. Okay, it's telling me outright. I got it based on the last line. Well, the last thing he said, but thank you for telling me
All
outright.
right, let's pin this down.
Um,
Who is inside that exisal?
I don't know what I need to lie with.
Kaito, right?
There's only one. Okay, so there's only one point. It's that I think there was only one orange thing. Was Monokuma saying the what was it that Monokuma
That's
said?
what you said, isn't it?
He's the one.
Kokichi's the one who died. No one seen Kokichi during the entire investigation or up until the start of the last trial. Is it really that simple?
Who died. And the culprit is Kaito
Oh,
standing.
whoops. Okay, I should have slowed down earlier. I wonder if there's multiple things I could do here.
One.
I'll reveal the truth.
Oh, didn't hit the V. Huh.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
Wow, this is interesting. So I guess he's just going along with Kaito because he knows. Okay, so if that really is Kaito in there, then our best bet is to get Monokuma off tracks because apparently Monokuma does seem to really believe what Shuichi's going for. So
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
damn, this trial is so many twists I didn't expect. Even when I feel like I did solve a good chunk of it. Maybe I don't know. I definitely predicted a good chunk of things, but there's just so many twists.
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Oh, hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention
Yeah,
this?
that's so sus.
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Really? I really am sorry, but this is the only way. Kaito is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. If Kaito is risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. I believe in Kaito. I will believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us. I'm sure he's trying to save us all. Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work, fine. I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough!
Damn.
Huh?
It's over. If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Damn.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do.
Damn.
Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started!
Well said. Let's get this started then.
Oh man, I still feel like, I guess I don't know. I just feel like he was so convincing as Kokichi.
The
I almost find it hard to
heart-racing
believe.
excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off.
But I guess-
It's voting time.
Well, I voted right last time, so.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
It's the first time they voted for themselves, I'm pretty sure.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully
Oh, wait.
wrong one?
No, Kaede definitely also voted for herself. And maybe Gonta did too, actually, so never mind. Okay. Mine. Oh, yeah, that was that one mine. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, let's see. So, before I continue on to the next part, I think I'm actually going to take like 2 minutes or so, just use the restroom and whatnot. And also, Zell had to go take her dog out, so maybe she'll be back by the time we get back. By the time I get back from the bathroom, I'm not gonna necessarily wait for her to start it, but I will at least give her some time. I guess we're good to continue for now, and since the voice acted stuff is probably over for now, I'll have to pick up the voices until Zell gets back, since Waffles also isn't here, so that's fine. I'm used to that.
Well,
Well, the culprit's gonna confess, and I guess even morons can't screw this up.
absolutely right.
The Blackened who killed Kokichi Oma is Kaito Momota. You all got it right. So you all got it right, huh? Even Shuichi and Makiro voted for me. What a relief. Well, I knew you guys wouldn't get it wrong.
But you know,
But man, was it hard to act like Kokichi the whole time. I mean, sure, he wrote most of his own lines. Oh, he wrote all that down? Okay, that explains a lot.
jeez.
Seriously, look at this huge script. He wrote the whole thing. It's even got a bunch of alternate lines for different events, too. That's actually really fucking funny.
Huh.
But even so, still an ad-lib. You guys couldn't tell though, huh?
Come on, man.
Hey, come on, guys. You look so sad. You guys got it right. It's all good.
Why?
Hmm?
Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game. So, why did you kill him? I believed that you absolutely wouldn't do such a thing. Maki, was she protecting Kaito? Or just believing in him like me?
That's right.
Yeah, I should explain. Most of it's just like Shuichi said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean,
Then he told me I had to cooperate with his plan.
hey!
Plan? What plan? I've been thinking this whole time of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
Throw them off guard? What are you talking about? You're the mastermind.
Ah.
Oh, that was a lie. I only pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
Pretended?
Yeah.
You all fell for it, but you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control. And me who make it. A mysterious message in the courtyard, using Gonta and making him a murderer. All that preparation was just to make you guys think I was the mastermind.
What?
What the hell? Why'd you do all that? The reason why I pretended to be the mastermind
Shit!
was to end this boring killing game.
Huh?
To end it.
Yeah.
I thought if I showed you the despairing truth, you guys would want to go outside anymore. I thought it would end the killing game. But instead, this happened. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Why?
Oh, man.
Because the true mastermind instigated it, I'm certain of it. They made a move without us noticing. Man, thanks to that, everything is ruined.
Hold on!
The true mastermind instigated it. Whoever that person is, they also instigated Maki's actions too?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, they probably tried to eliminate me because I pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
My actions were instigated by the true mastermind? Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Yeah, I was gonna see if you saw it, but then you started doing it, so it's okay.
Okay, yeah. No, I had actually mentioned because we're not done with the voice acted stuff, so
Okay.
I had to mention that because I was doing your voices. Just a brief rundown of what you missed.
Sure.
So, basically, it came down to we were getting ready to vote, and then Monokuma basically said something that implied that like he was going off of my deductions that he like fully trusted in what Shuichi was going with. And then Shuichi kind of had the realization, like, well, wait, so if Kaito's doing all this to end the killing game, if this is Kaito and he's doing all this to end the killing game, and he's trying to throw Monokuma off the trail, maybe I actually need to cooperate with Kaito. So for we had one last non-stop debate where I had to lie about and I basically said, actually, I've been lying this whole time, and I actually have seen Kokichi since the investigation started. and that he threatened me.
Oh.
So Shuichi,
Okay.
Shuichi tried to throw everyone off the trail, and that's when Kaito said, "Nope, this isn't happening," and he got out of the exisal.
Okay.
He got out of the exisal and said, "No, it's fine. This is I'm the culprit, guys."
Oh, did they do the execution?
Oh no, we haven't gotten there yet.
This is the whole.
We kind of just got
Why'd you do it?
we did the vote. Yeah, we did the vote, and now he's basically just explaining the situation.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just read that line.
But that can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remembered the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truth was what the mastermind wanted.
Huh? What?
Maybe the true mastermind had us use the flashback lights, so we would target Kokichi as a remnant of despair.
Which means...
So the flashback light itself was the true mastermind's trap all along. They expected us to target Kokichi once we remembered he was a remnant of despair.
Okay.
Kokichi certainly expected it. That's why he talked about their true mastermind. But even so, this is all rather convenient for the true mastermind. The person claiming to be the mastermind just so happened to be a remnant of despair? Well, technically, we don't actually know that to be the case, right? They didn't specify that. We're all students of Hope's Peak Academy, and our fates are tied to the remnants of despair. I never would have imagined that fate would bring us to Kokichi's murder. It just plays too nicely for the true mastermind. I didn't know about that flashback light. Guess that's another mystery for you.
I mean...
Anyway, like I was saying...
You know...
And who was the true mastermind? Who knows? I don't know either.
But
it doesn't matter. We can't lose. This game is pointless unless you win. That's why I thought of a special plan. But I'm on the verge of losing. My plan will help me win.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but is this the plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not that difficult. Kaito, we need you to kill me.
What?
What?
I mean...
The plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown, and then trick Monokuma into thinking I was the victim so he'd mess up. If he ruled that either Maki Roll or Kokichi were the blackened, then I'd show myself and Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. Oh yeah, other thing I need to point out, Kaito made a statement like, wow, it was really hard pretending to be Kokichi, even though he wrote all of his lines. Apparently Kokichi wrote like an entire book of things for Kaito to say while pretending to be him.
That's amazing, though.
Like it was almost all scripted. He had to ad-lib a bit, but there was a lot of things were scripted, and Kokichi had planned out a lot of the possible interactions.
Man, they did a lot of stuff in that like 2 days that he was there. Then.
Yeah, really. Well, apparently, Kokichi also implied that he's been planning this out for much longer than that. Like ever since he's been planning this out for a while, because even like the stuff in the virtual world was also like part of this plan. Yeah.
Okay.
So all that he's been planning this out for like a few chapters now.
Ooh. Okay.
His intention has always been his intention has apparently always been to try to thwart Monokuma and end the killing game.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. And I'd show myself if Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. But if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game would end.
But...
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it would end?
That's right.
Yeah, I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care if he messed up on who the Blackened was? And this is what he said.
Well, you know...
Even if it's Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules as they please. Being unfair like that isn't allowed.
Hold up.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
If games are meant to be watched. If no one was watching, there would be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There'd be no point in making this a game in the first place.
But
But Monokuma has been a stickler about the rules, and about making the game interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world.
which
Which
means
means Monokuma is aware that someone is watching us. In which case, I have no doubt that this death game is being shown to someone.
What did you say?
So, this is some kind of show?
But
But who would be watching? We're the only people left alive, aren't we?
Yeah,
That's right. The flashback light is the reason we even remember that.
Nah.
But Kokichi might have been right. Why have a death game if no one's watching? I wasn't sure about it at first, but after this class trial, there's no doubt.
Listen up.
Monokuma can't do whatever he wants. He's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he couldn't afford to get the culprit wrong. Why he relied on Shuichi.
Yeah.
It's just like Kokichi said. If the game's rules matter so much, someone's watching. A death game is made to be watched. If that's true, then who? Who is watching this?
Hey,
What's this all about, Monokuma? Is this killing game really a show for someone?
Who can say?
ugh,
Why won't you tell us? We were friends during the trial.
Or Himiko. People play with her emotions way too much.
I know, she's too gullible.
Yeah.
You guys.
Honestly, I was just happy you guys cooperated with me.
Well.
Humans love to help. They jump at any opportunity to extend a helping hand.